Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing this kind of a greeny kind of a, wouldn't say like night glam, but kind of like it's more like a semi-casual, like kind of like going for a few drinks or going for dinner, or like if you're going shopping with your friend or anything. I wouldn't say like I'd wear like this kind of makeup on a night out. I'd kind of wear it a bit more glam. But yeah, so if you like it, let us know down below in the comments, and please like, so I know that these are the type of videos you want me to do more. But without rambling on, let's get into the video. So the first product I'm going to go in with is the Catrice Cosmetics Prime and Fine, the Makeup Transformation Drops. These are the lightening ones. And I did also get the darkening ones. So these are very like the Body Shop ones. The Body Shop are about €17 each. I'd say it's about £15 and about $20. That's rough. I'm not actually like, I'm not that good at currency. But these were, they were either $3.95 or $4.95 each. I'll link it down in the description box. But these are really good. I've been using them loads. Using this to help highlight a little bit, using this to contour as well, and also mixing it in with foundations that might be a little bit too bright or a little bit too dark. So these are really good. So I'm going to go in with the lightening drops, and I'm going to just put 2 drops. That's really bright, that light. And then I'm going to go in with a damp beauty blender, and I'm just going to blend it out. This is really nice because it doesn't look matte, but it kind of dries slightly matte. So it does kind of dry like semi-matte, just not like, oh, like really dewy. So it is really nice. Yeah. Now I'm going to go in with just with a powder just to set my eyes. Just when we're applying shadow. We don't want any of the eyeshadow to cling on. We want it to all blend really smoothly. So I'm really going to set my eyes really well. Before I move on, I am going to do my brows. I'm going to do them off camera because I really need to get up and close, and they take so long. So I will be back just after I do my brows. Now, so brows are done. And I like my brows to look really natural, nothing like over the top or like really like boxy or anything. I kind of like a natural shape of my brows, more because my eyebrows aren't very visible as it is. So I think when I put like HD brows on, I'm a bit like whoa. So I like mine to be quite natural, unless I'm going like on a proper night out. But just for kind of like anything like kind of semi-casual or casual, I kind of like to keep them a bit plain. So I'm going to go in with a new shade. It's the Inglot 109. It's a trio, so it's 3 different shades of green. A little bit of an obsession lately with the colour green. I don't know why. I never used to like I didn't know, like, not that I hated the colour green, but I was never like a big like green kind of colour, because I felt like if I wore green I'd look a bit like an Irish flag. So I kind of said, you know what, I'm just going to stay away from green. But I have kind of lately fallen in love with it, and I kind of want to use it. So I'm going to first go in with just a Zoeva concealer buffer brush. This is the 142. I love this brush for eyeshadow. Oh my god, look, it's super pigmented. And I'm going to go in with the lightest green colour. Now I'm literally just tapping, because green kind of is one of those colours, it's kind of like blue. Like, it's kind of one of those, you don't want to put too harsh because it can be very strong. It's kind of like reds and yellows and blues. Like, you don't want it to be too strong, you kind of want it to blend a little bit more. So I'm just going to take that and I'm going to just blend it into my crease. And I'm going to just keep going in with it until I've built up the kind of desired kind of look that I wanted in the first place. Like, look how beautiful that is. It's so like natural. Like, obviously green's not natural, but like it's not really harsh. I think Inglot shadows are one of those like hit and miss kind of shadows. Like, you either love them or you hate them. I've never had a bad thing to say about Ingla eyeshadows. They work for me. And I think it really just depends on the person. I know some people are like, no, won't go near them. And that's absolutely fine. But personally, I've never had an issue with them. And I absolutely adore them. I just think like the pigmentation isn't the same as like certain other like brands. Like, you know, like I do find like that Anastasia Beverly Hills has like really pigmented shadows, and the same with Urban Decay. Like I find that like they always have a good palette, where I think some of the colours when it comes to or when it comes to Inglock can be very like, it just kind of is a mix and match. It's not even like if it's a trio or if it's a single. Some of the colours just aren't as pigmented. I don't know why, because obviously it's the same formula for each, just a different colour. So a Zoeva 227 Look Soft Definer brush, and I'm going to go in with the middle shade of green. Now I do find that the last two shades are quite close in tone, where like if you can see, like they're very close in tone, like you can barely tell the difference, where that one's a huge difference. So I'm going to be really careful with how much of this second colour I put on, because I really don't want it to be too harsh. And I'm going to just buff that deeper into the crease. I have to say, for someone who didn't usually wear green, I'm actually starting to kind of like it. I feel like it actually doesn't look the worst. Like, I don't know if I'd actually wear it again, or whether I'd like go out and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to just stick on my green eyeshadow, but it actually is quite nice. And then just taking a little bit more of the last shadow, because this one's so dark compared with, just to help buff it out. Just using the old same brush and just buffing and buffing and buffing. It's so important to blend colours together. Otherwise you get this really sharp kind of edge, and that's not what you want. So I am going to go in next with a pigment, and this is the body pigment powder. This is the 198 from Ingla, and I'm not going to go in with Duraline. I'm just going to spray my brush a little bit with Fix Plus, and I'm going to use, what brush am I going to use? What brush am I going to use? So I'm going to go in with just an angle eyeshadow brush, and just find it easier to be able to get in the crease and stuff like that with it. And I'm just going to give it a bit of a spritz. I'm running out of Fix Plus. It's making me want to cry. And I'm going to dip slightly into this pigment. Now you literally need like so little of these pigments. I have an orange one and it's just so pigmented. Like literally that's the tiniest amount. Look at that. Oh, it's so beautiful. I'm just spreading it across. I think actually the wet brush is not helping at all. So I'm going to go in with a similar type of brush, but just not wet. Oh, so much better. It's literally like spreading right across the eye. Okay, so the eyes are starting to look so much better already that I've like something else on it. So I'm not even going to put much on. I'm just putting like the slightest amount on each eye. Just before I go anywhere else, I'm going to tightline. I'm not going anywhere, but you know what I mean. I'm going to tightline my waterline. Okay, so I'm happy with that so far. And I'm just going to go back in with the buffing brush just to buff out anything. Now, I'm going to go in with a Zoeva 231 Luxe Petite crease brush, and I know I'm not going into the crease, but I'm going to go in with the darkest shade, so this bottom shade. It's a little bit more of like an army green is what I'd kind of call it, that kind of a camo-y green, and I'm just going to buff this on the outer part of my eye just to define it even more, and I will take it into the crease. I just don't want to yet. I want to see how much build up I want, and then I can bring it in. So I'm going to just pat the edges and then lightly, just like not even much in, just slightly in the crease, just to add a bit more depth to the eye. I'm gonna go back in with the buffing brush and just lightly blend the edges. I don't want to do anything crazy. I'm not gonna go in with liner. I'm just gonna go in with a healthy coat of mascara, and I'm just gonna use my Essence Lash Princess mascara. I just find that, I think I've tried to show you before, I like a slight curl on the wand, if you can see that, and it just literally fits my lashes perfectly. So now I'm going to move on to skin, and I'll come back to the eyes. So for primer, I'm going to use this. I'm not a big fan of like any kind of like the pennies, like I don't mind like their glow mask and stuff, but I'm not really mad about like any of their actual like makeup products or anything really. Like I just kind of find that like I'm afraid to use them a little bit. So but I did pick this up the other day. It was on sale for €1 and it's unbelievable. So this is the PS Love to Glow Instant Radiance Serum with vitamin E, and oh my god, like it literally makes your face feel like silk. So I'm just going to apply some stripes to my face, and then with, or if I can get it, with a Real Techniques Expert brush, I'm going to just blend all of that into my skin. And holy moly, this is great. It just makes your face feel awake or something, if that makes any sort of sense. Like I feel like my face is so hydrated, it's like ready, and the makeup literally like clings to it, like it's unbelievable. So I absolutely love it. Now next I have like some slight problem areas, so I am gonna go in with my Catrice, this is the Prime and Fine Anti-Red base, but instead of like going in like and putting it all over my face, I'm just gonna get like one of those little old spongy brushes. When I say old, like, you know, what we used to use back in the day when like we started with makeup, and we used this to apply our eyeshadow with. And I'm just gonna help just dab that in. This isn't gonna cover them, this is just gonna help take down the redness in them. And I am gonna go in with a slight bit of concealer. So I'm just gonna go in with my Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Dye Eraser, and this is the brightening one. So it's not brightening for me, it's literally the same colour as my skin. So yes, at times. So I'm just gonna, it's with a beauty blender, like barely touching it, just make sure like the edges aren't like really sharp. I don't want to kind of take away from it, I just want to kind of take down the kind of harshness of it. And for foundation today, I'm gonna, what am I gonna go with? I really like the coverage of this Kat Von D locket, but it's just really, really bright. So I am gonna go in with about 2 pumps on the back of my hand, and I'm going to try mix it with this, which is the Prime and Fine from Catrice. This is the darkening drops, and I'm gonna put about 1 good squirt on it like so. Okay, and I'm gonna just stripe it on my face just as I have the brush, and then I'm gonna beauty blender it in, because I do find it is really like it's really heavy, and I don't really like how heavy it feels. So I just feel like a beauty blender will just take that edge off a little bit and still give me a good coverage, but just not as like heavy, if you know what I mean. Like I do like how good coverage it is, and with a brush it just feels really heavy on the skin, and that's just not something I like. Now I'm going to go in with concealer, and I'm going to go in with my Wycon liquid concealer, and there is no shade on this, I got it in Italy and everything is in Italian. So I have actually put some lightning drops in this, it's unbelievable. just to make it a little bit lighter. Now it is quite yellowy, but I'm gonna mix in those brightening, the last concealer we used, the brightening one, just because I do like the coverage of the white con, but I need it to be a little bit brighter. And because even though putting the lighting matte in, I still have that kind of like it's a yellowy tone to it. So I'm just gonna go in with the Kat Von D Shade Light palette. I'm just gonna go in with the lightest colour, and I'm first of all gonna go under my eyes and any areas that I concealed. And I'm then gonna kind of brush it all over my face. Next I'm going to go in and contour, so I'm going to use the same palette and I'm just going to use a big Real Techniques Gold Fluff Brush. I just call it Flush Brush. Flush Brush? No, Flush. Blush. No, Fluff Brush, that's the one I'm looking for. And I'm going to use the two lightest shades. Now that I'm starting to actually like do my face, I'm actually starting to like the look of the green eyeshadow, but then I could change my mind. I don't know yet. I haven't fully decided. Yeah. And then on a what brush am I going to use? Just on a pencil brush, I'm gonna go in with the middle shade of the green, and I'm gonna run that along right over that line, just to tie it all together. Now I don't use bottom lash mascara. My eyes are too small, and I have no lashes down there. That just looks ridiculous, so I just steer clear. I'm just better off. And those are your completed eyes. Back onto skin, I'm gonna go in with the Sleek Salsas palette, and I'm gonna take this colour down here, the orangey colour, and I'm going to, this is my favourite colour out of the whole palette, and I'm just gonna put that on the natural, not natural, but like the parts of your face where you want like to shine like a diamond. Now I do sometimes go back in with a powder brush just to make sure that like it's all blending together and we're not like looking crazy. Now to finish off, I'm gonna go in with my NYX Butter Gloss rather than using like a whole kind of lip set, and this stuff is amazing. It's like a really like baby pink kind of colour, but it's really nice. So this is the finished makeup look. I really am happy about how the eyes turned out. They look so much better than what I actually thought they'd look like. And yeah, just let us know down in the comments below what you think, and if there's any particular videos you would like me to film.